What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the Outpost, and a few days ago I came out with a video on this channel where I talked about John Boyega and some comments on Instagram and how he was still dumping on Disney Star Wars and the sequel trilogy. That time it was in reference to how Oscar Isaac looked in one of the release photos for Dune, and John Boyega basically saying, dang, why couldn't we get this in Star Wars? And then laughing about it a little bit. But he has not stopped. He has still continued on social media, responding to fans, responding to other people asking questions, and I think it's pretty interesting to see where his perspective is. Now, both Ichibaka over at Disney Star Wars is Dumb and John F. Trent over at Bounding Into Comics wrote articles about this. We're going to take a look at all of the stuff that John Boyega has been talking about. First of all, this one, Boyega not fond of Chrome Dome line. And we know from listening to John Boyega, he even said he felt like The Last Jedi was pretty iffy in his opinion. He didn't think it really fit. He didn't like a lot of the choices that they went going forward. But someone asked this, I have a serious question. Did you ad-lib Chrome Dome in The Last Jedi? This is a very important to me. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's from this right here.
You're a bug in the system. Let's go, Chrome Dome.
So yeah, it feels a little forced, feels pretty cringe, and John Boyega thinks the same. He says, nope, barf, 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 barf. He's sick. That line makes him sick. That's how it makes him feel. So I thought that was interesting. Then right here, John Boyega telling fans to complain to the owners of the IP. Now, John Boyega gets into it with this guy who's responding right here. He's pretty harsh. He's pretty harsh on here. So we're going to read through all of this statement. John Boyega, listening while not listening, posts this picture of his face. This guy comes back and says, is this what you do when people tells you how much you effed up the Star Wars saga? John Boyega responds, that would mean I wrote, directed, and produced it as well as starred. It is my face the day I found out you exist on this planet, though, still. Shrug. So, basically saying, in order for me to be responsible for the downfall of Star Wars, I would have to do all of this stuff. Basically, go talk to all of these people. I'm just an actor. Then he says, didn't common sense occur to you and maybe said to the writers, etc., that maybe fans are going to shit on this? John Boyega then says, to be honest, it's dummies like you, right? And he's not swearing at that guy or anything, but he does, go at him a little bit in this line here. But he's being come after on social media. To be honest, it's dummies like you that don't know anything about industry that message me things you're supposed to message the actual creators of the project. Go send this to the owners of the IP, meaning Disney, Lucasfilm. They can change things. I'm an actor, you stupid idiot. Lol. Sounds like I touched a nerve. By the sounds of it, they gave you to eat and you asked what flavor. Even Jar Jar had a better character arc than you. I'll let you leave so long. John Boyega, not done. My guy, a nerve? More like you're just misinformed and stupid. Lol, if you got offered the role of Jar Jar in a Star Wars movie, you would say no? Lol. Haha, oh the sadness of being in a Star Wars film. Even your calculator-shaped ass would say yes. Damn, dummy. So, Boyega, obviously, I will say that sounds like he did touch a little bit of a nerve, and John Boyega wanted to make sure it was clear to him that he's not responsible for what happened with Star Wars. It's Disney. It is Lucasfilm, clearly, that should be held responsible, and the people that they put in charge. He's just an actor. Now, this is weird right here. So we know about all the strange shipping that has gone on for forever with Poe Dameron and Finn, Storm Pilot, all of that stuff. So this was the Instagram post that we kind of talked about. John Boyega saying how awesome Oscar Isaac looked. This guy, I'm not going to read that. He says, I'm literally blanking at this interaction. I hate their queer baiting, but I also love it. And he says, we're just friends in real life. Two straight men interacting. No queer baiting here. We never even mentioned that. Lol. Shrug. And this is not the first time he's come out to clear up some of these things before about their interactions. He's made it very clear that they are straight. And make sure that people taking it too far know that as well. And then here again, he says the people we should be blaming for Star Wars is Disney. This is what John Boyega is telling us. Now, he posts this, if you're going to pretend to be online, slide in them DMs with chest and charm. You trolls are embarrassing me. Post this gif of Picard. This person says, Can't be embarrassing his rise as Skywalker. Embarrassing? You wish. Very fulfilling, some disappointments, but yet not that big of a deal. Everyone has moved on, ... And I think we see that from the characters involved, all the actors involved. They are done with Star Wars. They don't want anything to do with Star Wars anymore. We heard that from Oscar Isaac. We heard that from Adam Driver. We've heard that from Daisy Ridley. We've heard it from John Boyega. Everyone has moved on, and they want to be done with that part. Then this person says, you have no reason to be embarrassed by that movie. Disney, however, yeah. And then John Boyega says, literally, that's their problem. It's Disney's problem because they are the ones that messed it up. They are the ones that should be embarrassed with what they've done to the Star Wars franchise. But then, here we go, there's a little bit more down here. Probably because of how maligned Star Wars was, which I thought he did fantastic in. John Boyega, no, it's not because of that. It's because I have better opinions, shrug. Are you trying to tell us you're in the Spider-Verse sequel? If you ignore this tweet, it means you're in it. And he says, it means I'm not involved in any popcorn superhero stuff, and I get to explore far more interesting roles that don't need social, but I think he means special effects for its appeal. So John Boyega basically saying he's done for a little while with these big budget flicks that have no creativity or anything like that. He's moving on. Clearly, he's moving on from Star Wars. He makes that very clear with how he's speaking. Who he's blaming doesn't look like he has any interest in working with Lucasfilm ever again, for good reason. It was clearly a disappointment, like he said. But he is just an actor that was asked to play a role. I thought it was funny that Chrome Dome line, which was, we took a listen to it. We know that was pretty bad. He even thought it was bad based on his reaction. But John Boyega keeps bringing it hard on social media. It'd be interesting if you guys have any questions to ask John Boyega. I would recommend you tag him. He's doing a lot of stuff on Twitter lately, so he is looking at his notifications and his mentions for sure. So you never know. Maybe tag him, ask a question you have, say something you want. He might respond to you. You might be able to pick his brain a little bit. But let me know what you guys think about more John Boyega truth bombs out there about who we should be blaming for Star Wars. And it's not the actors. It is Lucasfilm and the people in charge, the people who made these movies, who were in charge of creating this sequel trilogy. Let me know what you guys think about this. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Think about clicking that join button. We do have those new channel memberships available. Thank you to each and every one of you who is supporting. Ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.